She got woke with the consciousness of Rosie. Very hateful motherfucker who hates me for no motherfucking reason. Very, very evil and malicious. Anyways, this motherfucker, see, these motherfuckers play around with energy signatures. They did something to my energy signature where they put something in there to state that whenever I listen to binaural beats, it exercises or gets rid of my spiritual protection. And that it gets rid of my spiritual abilities and all sorts of things. Very evil, malicious ass motherfucking curse. And I felt the difference early this morning. This is not just a matter of my mind. With that being said, another person that's leading the lead is this girl who stole my timeline and my body as well. Her name is Rosie. She's a white supremacist racist who actually put my black ancestors in the roach realm because she doesn't like black people. She also killed my parents in their sleep. Her soul looks like this. How she looks. And she's actually been trying to change my soul and my, physical features even to, because in your spiritual DNA, you have your physical features to the point where I look like her, even though I know it seems preposterous. When I was playing one binaural beat to get my spiritual abilities back, I could feel the difference. I could feel my lips coming back and everything. Like I said before, I've been heavily energy harvested off of. Very, very energy harvested off of. And so with that being said, these entities, especially Michael O Terrence and his, all the way up to his higher self, they need to be stopped. I'm going to tell you one thing that I did. You can cut off the pump that's in the back of their consciousness, their head. That's their life force. Cut that shit off. That's what I did to Palinumbre. That's what I did to a bunch of those entities. But the problem is that they attach themselves to people, usually through consciousness, so that you can't get rid of them. As a matter of fact, in my soul's energy body, they woke it to where I can't even get my spiritual abilities back. Oh, they woke it to where they placed Palinumbre, which is an entity that's designed to bring about encumbrances when it comes down to money and wealth. They put that motherfucker in me. Play 7794 hertz frequency to get rid of motherfuckers like that. I have entities, that Barbara the Roach Queen one specifically, that's been trying to take over the conscious, and another roach attachment that looks just like that, that's been trying to take over the consciousness of my higher self. Again, using my own soul consciousness and the energy signatures in it against me by placing energy signatures that's designed to fuck with her and everything. This curse is very fucking malevolent. The motherfucker that put this shit on me, I can't even be to my own fucking thoughts anymore because of this shit. It's so fucking malicious and downright evil. The other night when I fell into a drinking urge, you got the right to fucking drink if you want, especially dealing with something as depressing as this, where it's stressful. Every single day I wake up to a new fucking theme with these fucking things where they done something to fuck with my energy body in the middle of the fucking night and I'm not aware of it. With that being said, these things are trying to keep me from being able to control my own body. With that being said, them things actually went in there with entity attachments called the Wine Lures, which are entity attachments of David Reina's, his relatives, as well as people from Malibu. They went in. This is how insidious this shit is. They put this shit in your consciousness. Them motherfuckers actually, and it sounds like you can exercise it, but it's not easy to exercise because these things are extremely smart and they're clever. And they don't stop until they've done killed you. But anyways, these things went in to my soul consciousness. They were able to pierce that, and they stole every fucking thing away from me. And the reason why this is happening is because Barbara Reina, David Reina, and Michael O Terrence, and that Rosie entity do not, and that Rosie person who stole my body and my timeline on August 22nd, 2022, don't want me getting my shit back. They're even trying to go so far as to fuck with my spiritual DNA and cut me off from my fucking ancestors so that they can kill me in my sleep, and that when I die, I won't be able to have any ancestral protection. And I tried using binaural beats as a last measure, but, again, they woke that to where I can't use it anymore. I've been trying hard, very, very hard not to hear these things because they use that as a mechanism by which to get in you, but it's hard to tune these things out. I actually had one of my ancestors, an Egyptian one, try to tune them out the other night. So with that being said, I need a lot of spiritual help and protection, and I can't be fucking doing that to my spiritual protection. That really fucking hurt my heart when these things were putting like spiritual downloads, making me attack my spiritual protection and then turning around and making me feel guilty for it. I don't like that shit. And like I said before, I'm at a standstill as to what to do. I feel like I'm near fucking dead. I've been depleted of my fucking life force and everything. One of the worst entity attachments is one of Rosie's ancestors. It's an uncle who was a child molester. He looks just like this guy, but with glasses. Screenshot from Deliverance. They're Hicks from Destrehan, Louisiana. That's who they are. Her and her bloodline and everything. They even used my ancestors, even the black ones, having stolen from my bloodline and our spiritual, our ancestral DNA and all of that, and energy signatures to go. I feel I'm trying to take my spiritual DNA right now to go and, steal my shit, to go and try to both their asses back. But in the back of your head, in your consciousness, you have your attachments to your ancestors and all of that. Cut that shit off. With that being said, it's literally getting down to the wire, and I'm starting to feel really fucking helpless because I can't even use binaural beats to help me. When I was using binaural beats early this morning to help me, it was doing the opposite, pulling shit from out of my soul body, my soul consciousness, as well as my soul, and giving it to other beings, other people in the spirit realm, fleecing me of shit, heavily energy harvesting off of me. That's what Rosie's two ancestors that got attached to my nostril at first, that Hills Have Eyes looking guy, as well as Dyke, from what I understand, who was one of Rosie's ancestors, on or something. That's what they've done. And, from what I also understand, Rosie is doing extremely well in her timeline, in my former timeline. She started making money with the topless thing by stealing the timelines of my selves, in timelines where I actually died in my sleep due to the curse. And she, this is an awful ass curse. And she, in conjunction with that, she is a prostitute who makes a lot of money. She sees Jay-Z and all of them, from what I understand in that timeline. And she also has a music deal coming up. And this is all in the timeline going back to August 22nd, 2022. That's the one in which I got taken out of my body in my sleep, my consciousness, as well as my soul, by David and Barbara Reina. David has actually been trying to correct his highest self, from what I understand. And he really has. I'm not going to lie. The one from that timeline. With that being said, they stuck me in a timeline where it's like in the intranquil realm, even though I'm still in a physical body. I had to woke myself into a physical body because at first they had me in the jar, where they're energy harvesting off of me heavily. And they're putting all sorts of entity attachments. They have monitoring spirits. Guru 5 is one which looks like a large roach. Um, the pilot number entity is designed to take over my consciousness as well as my soul consciousness so that I can never revive and get back my spiritual abilities. Another one that they have is, what was the other one? It's on the tip of my tongue. Rosie the Roach Queen, who as well as Barbara the Roach Queen. These are the main monitoring spirits that's been following me and shifting me from timeline to timeline, allowing for people to be able to energy harvest off of me. And hey, man, how you doing? And like I said before, when I started, getting my spiritual abilities back, when I started, taking my shit back yesterday through my neural beat, I felt a difference. I felt more alive. I felt powerful again. I felt like the center of attention. And I realized how much had been taken away from me. Even though I look like, I'm in the physical body and all of that, I literally am not in a good fucking place. I'm being stuck by these really evil, malicious ass fucking malevolent spirits and these very malevolent people who wish to do me harm so that I can never get back in my timeline, never get back my spiritual gifts and abilities, never get back my physical features and all that. And like I said, I see a major fucking difference. And every day it's a fucking fight, having to fight this motherfucking shit. But again, Rosie is like worth, I think, $1 million fucking dollars in that timeline. This is what they're telling me. She has a mansion in every motherfucking thing. And she's doing exceedingly well, extremely well. And it's the one in which I left on August 22nd, 2022. And again, she a white supremacist motherfucker who killed both of my parents in their motherfucking sleep. And then just recently, it took their insanity to put them back in their bodies. With that being said, I need spiritual help. I know I say that I have a tendency to woke it, but I need help with controlling my abilities. But I've been fleeced so fucking much, it's not even funny. And this is scary that it's done gotten down to the wire where it's down to my soul consciousness. And I'm being fleeced heavily. I feel like the part of my soul where your hands are at, where also your spiritual power, your chakras are being taken. I feel all of that. And I'm starting to feel hopeless. Like I can't break free of this fucking shit. And I've been trying to break free of this curse alone, man. And it's not working. Again, in the back of your head is your connection to your ancestors. It looks like a pipe, not a pipe, but your life force is right here. It's like, I don't want to say, hey man, it's a tube. It's a tube. Cut that shit off. Cut that shit off on their asses. With that being said, I can't even fucking meditate or use my neural beats. I don't even feel my connection to God anymore. I've been cut off from fucking that because they done fucked with my soul consciousness and put all sorts of entity attachments and energy signatures in that to where I can't even contact God anymore. And I've actually contacted God. So I can't fucking do anything. Shit, I don't even fucking remember energy signatures. I don't even have my fucking memories. They took that shit away from me. Another thing that they've done is placed entity attachments in my soul consciousness that's designed to oppress me, one of which is called a roach attachment called Hike. Roach attachments are bad, period. You don't want them.